And one of the most important takeaways from all of this is conflicts in currencies, right? How war shapes the global financial landscape. Take, for instance, the war in Ukraine. It has led to some very interesting currency trends. The Ukrainian hryvnia has collapsed. It's down 25% against the dollar. The Russian ruble has also fallen. It's down 10%. But the currency of Switzerland, the Swiss franc, is up 8%, and the Japanese yen is up nearly 7%. Why? Because these are safe haven currencies. Investors like to park their money in them during such times. They don't want to take risks, so they convert their holdings into safe currencies like the Swiss franc or the yen. As a result, those currencies appreciate. But there's another reason why the yen is up. You see, Japan imports a lot of oil. It doesn't have any significant reserves of its own, so it has to import oil, and that means it has to pay more dollars for the same oil. So the demand for dollars rises, and as a result, the yen falls. But in this case, the Bank of Japan intervened. It sold off its massive dollar reserves to buy back the yen. That's why the yen is higher than it should be. Now, do you know what else is linked to the war in Ukraine? Gold. It's up almost 9% in the last 6 months. And again, the reason is the same: safe haven. Gold is considered a safe investment during such times, so people buy gold. In fact, gold is up $400 since the invasion of Iraq. It touched a high of $2,000, $30 an ounce. What about Bitcoin? It's considered a safe haven asset, right? It's supposed to be immune from all of this. Well, not really. Bitcoin, too, is down. It's down 16% in the last 6 months. So how does war impact your life? Well, here's one way. Do you remember the chip shortage from 2 years back? The one that impacted the auto industry badly? The war in Ukraine has made things worse. There is a shortage of neon and xenon gas. These are used to make chips. And guess which country is the largest exporter of these gases? Ukraine. 45% of the world's supply comes from Ukraine. And since the war broke out, supply chains have been cut. So the chip shortage is far from over. Auto executives say it will take at least 2 more years to solve. And finally, let's talk about food. Wheat prices are up 60% since the war broke out. Vegetable oil prices are up 50%. Fertilizer prices up 300%. How is that? Because Ukraine and Russia are major exporters of these commodities. The war has disrupted their exports. In Africa and the Middle East, wheat prices have doubled. Countries are running out of foreign exchange. They're struggling to pay for food. Central banks are struggling with inflation. And all of this is linked to a war that you and